Welcome to the quietest ones in the room with your host, Trey. I gotta say it, just the mere fact that you have clicked onto this video and you are listening to the sound of my voice, you by far are the most intelligent people on the face of the planet. So once again, thank you for joining me. We must talk about this again, ladies and gentlemen. It's been going on too often as of late, and I do not see it stopping anytime soon. And I don't want to scare anyone, but I do think it's indicative of the future and what things will really look like as we continue to move forward. And it's the layoff. Yes, another company has stated it will lay off at least 1,500 individuals. And you will not be surprised what company it is. Maybe you saw the thumbnail. But if you had it, you just clicked on the video without really paying attention to the thumbnail, it's Walmart. Walmart is laying off 1,500 employees. It's an article that I've read. It says Walmart plans job cuts and restructuring push to simplify operations. The company is planning to cut about 1,500 jobs as part of a restructuring push to simplify its operations, according to Reuters. The memo also says it's to accelerate our progress delivering the experiences that will define the future of retail. We must sharpen our focus. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we understand, just like we've understood for some time, that technology is changing the future landscape. It currently is with AI, automation, and robotics. These things are currently and will continue to change the future of employment in this country. 1,500 people, it's not a small amount of individuals to just let go. These are people who have maybe kids, maybe someone in their life to take care of. Obviously, they have to take care of themselves. They sacrifice their lives to a company, some of them, like Walmart, for a substantial amount of time, I would imagine. And now they're being let go in a job market where it is difficult to find work. And I'm reminded of all the assholes who say things like, people are lazy, they don't want to work. If they wanted to work, it's so easy to find a job. Easier said than done. Just go on LinkedIn. If you do not have LinkedIn, sign up for it and just look at all the posts of professionals who have not been able to find jobs for years, some of them. And so don't give me the bullshit of people don't want to work. People want to work. But if jobs are laying people off or forcing people to quit, what are people supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? So let's not forget, Walmart is the largest U.S. private employer with 1.6 million employees. It employed about 2.1 million employees worldwide in total, according to its website. So 1,500 for Walmart in the grand scheme of things, not a lot of people. But it's still that these are individuals with responsibilities who might have a mortgage, who are renters, and someone's relying on them paying their rent so they can have a lifestyle. There's so many people that can be hurt by someone being laid off. And let's not forget, this is just one of the companies as of late that has been letting people go. We know Microsoft, we know Amazon, we know Tesla. We know these companies are laying off large numbers of individuals. And I've been saying this for some time. The middle class and the working class, the spending power is drying up. And with these layoffs taking place, that just exacerbates and speeds up the process at which there would be no money left for a particular demographic of people to actually consume the things that they need. It leaves a group of people unable to purchase the things that they need to survive in this country. And we cover it: housing, a vehicle, food, clothing. And if you have children, childcare costs. So I don't take this lightly. I was actually disheartened when I saw this because it doesn't seem as if there's going to be a let up. And isn't it so interesting how this is on the backdrop of Walmart complaining, at least from my perspective, complaining about the tariffs and how it would affect prices, and that they were going to raise prices. And the Trump administration, Trump in particular, told them to eat the cost. And here a week later, oh, guess what we need to do? We need to let 1,500 people go. Yeah, Trump, that's how we'll eat the cost. We'll fire people. But again, Walmart is a large employer. So some may not see this as an alarming number. And this is not to say that there's a huge problem going on. But the more and more these layoffs stack up and the more and more it becomes difficult to get a job, yes, it is becoming a real issue. And if this trend continues, there are going to be major problems. So things need to be in place in order for people to have opportunities to find new jobs sooner rather than later when they're laid off. No, everyone doesn't want to do manual labor. So stop telling people, oh, well, do the job that no one's willing to do. Easier said than done again. So that's what I want to hit you with today. I don't have much to say on it because I've talked about it, but every time there are layoffs that I think are substantial, I am going to bring it to the forefront and talk about how I think it's indicative of a problem and call these companies out. These companies need to be called out for wasting your time. You put your effort into them, you get up every day, you sacrifice, and they call you to the office and they give you a bullshit severance package for you to survive for a couple months in the hopes that you find a job quickly. But you may not. And so Walmart has so much power. It's a monopoly, let's be honest. They have so much power. And yes, they employ so many people. But I don't think that letting people go, especially now, is justified, especially when so many people go to Walmart and I look at registers with no people with them. I go into Walmart and I can't find anyone to assist me. And they're laying people off. So if they wanted to provide a better experience, I think you want to actually keep more people involved and hire more people so people can be assisted far quicker and more efficiently. In a lot of ways, I'm really sick of this idea that technology makes things better. It doesn't always do that. There's times when, in scenarios when technology actually makes things worse. I hate having to call into a company and dealing with automated systems. I would rather talk to a human being immediately. But these companies want to cut costs with technology, and they actually make the businesses worse, from my point of view. But anyhow, please share your thoughts in the comment section. Maybe you work for Walmart. Maybe you know someone who works at Walmart. And I know some people who work at Walmart and they complain about how shitty the environment is becoming. It has nothing to do with the customer. It's the actual company. And I know Walmart is trying to, in a lot of ways, shift to software space, and they want to get the technology of robots. And they're thinking big, and I get it. And I shop at Walmart. I like Walmart. I'm not going to stop shopping at Walmart because of this. But if this continues, maybe I will. Maybe I will not go to Walmart anymore. I'll start going to Target. Nah, not really, too far. But please share your thoughts in the comment section. Do these layoffs bother you? If you've been in a recent layoff, what do you recommend people do as they're going through this process? Where can people find jobs immediately? And just to let you guys know, I have a staffing business where I provide contract work and direct hire work. And I'm telling you, it's not easy right now to find a job. You can say and think whatever you want to think, but it's not easy. But any suggestions and tips help. Tips will help. And so please share that in the comment section. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. And I want to thank you all once again for taking the time in your busy life to share with me. And I also want to thank anyone who has donated and everyone who donated to CashApp, the QuietestOnes. I really appreciate that. You keep me motivated. As always, until next time.